All right. Hello. How's it going? I hope everybody's having a great day. Hello there, Sednar. I see you there. Just opening up a window real quick. Not an actual window, but, you know, a Windows window, I guess, is the term that I'm looking for. There we go. There we go. Hey, Lars, what's up? How you guys doing today? Happy Saturday. I'm very happy that it's Saturday. Just got back from a nice long hike with my wife. We went up to the park. We bundled up like lots and lots of layers and went for a walk in the park. It was really cold, but I was sweating by the end. So that's always good. Yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful day as well. Hey, Fat, what's up? Happy weekend. That's right. Happy weekend. Hey, Vaxxer, what's going on, man? I know I haven't been around all week. Like Tuesday, I was gonna do well. I put out Switchcraft on Monday, and then Tuesday I had something going on. I had my son had a doctor's appointment. And then Wednesday was friggin' Wednesday. And Thursday, I wanted to do a stream, but then I could not get something working the way that I wanted. And it took me way too long to figure out. I'll just do it some other time. And so I ended up getting rid of that stream. And then I was going to stream yesterday, but I was just exhausted from work because I was just staring at a screen all day, grading. And so I was like, forget it. I'm not going to stream there. Slushy Runner, what is this stream going to be about if you don't mind me asking? Well, Nerdnest Live. People submit questions. There's a link in the description down below where people can submit topics or questions for me to talk about. And I go into the spreadsheet that comes out of that, and I pick out topics and questions that you guys want me to talk about, and I talk about a few of them. So that's like the first half of the show, and then the second half of the show is just me interacting with the live chat. So if you have topics or suggestions that you want to be on the show, then there is a link in the description down below, or you can just go to nerdnest.tv/submit. Hey, Katie, what's up? But this stream is going to be about video games. Shocked about the NFL wildcard weekend. I don't know anything about it. I don't pay attention to football. Even a little. Ooh, look at this game right here. Look at that. Turtles in Time. Or no, that's the Hyperstone Heist. It's a good game right there. Oh, and there's Contra. Anyway, I hope you all are having a really, really great day. I am going to start the show, but before I do, I have a lot of people to thank because we haven't done any content this week outside of Nintendo Switchcraft on Monday. So, really quickly, I have to thank some people. I want to thank Cedric and Chaz and Avery and Byron, JB, Robbie and Jay and Kevin Smith, not that Kevin Smith, and Lucas and Mike D and click on Lucas. There we go. And Burger Bear and Cloud Gamer and Daryl Smock and 4X and Shannon and Kyle and Dan or Daniel, sorry. And is it Daniel or Danielle? I'm not sure. Anyway, Jason, Nathan, Jack, Patrice, Anthony, Scott, Jeremy, Tom, and Granite. Thank you guys very much for the support, especially seeing as how we didn't put out any content this week outside of one episode of Switchcraft and one episode of Stadia Cast. there honestly hasn't been that much to talk about. So the fact that all of these people, sorry, I didn't know which side it was on. The fact that all of these people are still supporting the show, I really appreciate it. Hopefully there'll be more to talk about this week, but I do have topics to discuss on the show this week. So we may as well get into our main topics for today. Now, just a reminder, if you want to submit a main topic for the show for Nerd Nest Live, then all you have to do is there is a link in the description down below, or go to nerdnest.tv/submit, and you can get your ideas for topics right here on the show. Our first main topic for today comes to us from Ryan. They said, "Hey, Bill, what are your thoughts on Stadia integrating a workshop similar to that of Steam? Steam has a built-in Steam workshop, which allows extra mods to be built into games through Steam. What do you think of Stadia integrating a feature that is similar? I think that would be really cool." Well, Ryan, thank you very much for submitting a question. I agree with you. I think that would be really cool. I'm not sure exactly when, but it was sometime last year, I interviewed John Justice. I actually interviewed him twice. The first time that I asked him, that was one of the questions that I asked. I said, are we going to have mods? One of the best things about some games is the fact that the users have the ability to modify the game in some way. Now, most of the time in the past, this has been some kind of thing where you download stuff from a third party and you mess around with it, and it's especially things like World of Warcraft. I spent so much time downloading different user interfaces for World of Warcraft in order to better optimize my gameplay. So much time, in fact, that I think very often in the past, in the 7 years that I was completely obsessed with World of Warcraft, I think there was a good deal of a good chunk of that time where I spent more time customizing my user interface than I did actually playing the game. So trust me, I understand the propensity for people to really be excited about modifications to the game. You know, you look at a game like Skyrim, which the fact that the community is able to modify the game has completely extended the life of the game far beyond what it ever would have been before. Like, you can just continue to play that game and get new experiences due to modifications. The same thing with Minecraft. Minecraft is so modular that when you download mods for that, you can have a completely different experience. I remember once I downloaded this mod pack, or actually I tried building my own mod pack, not writing my own mods, but taking a bunch of mods and putting them all together. And we had some crazy stuff where you were using magic and energy in order to create machines that would do just banana pants crazy stuff. It was really nuts. So I asked John Justice about that. I said, are we going to get mods on Google Stadia? And he said, look, that's something that we would love to do, but it's really up to the developers. Now, as somebody who plays, I don't actively play right now, but my most played game on Stadia was Elder Scrolls Online, and on the PC, it's funny. We would be in our Discord chat, link in the description down below, and we would be talking, and somebody would say, well, you know, I can see this thing. And I'm like, where are you seeing this? I can't find it. And then, well, that's right, you're on Stadia, you don't have mods. So I would love to see mods on Stadia, but it really is up to the individual publishers and developers to make those mods available. Now, at this point, is the fact that we don't have mods for certain games like Elder Scrolls Online, is that on the developers for not giving us a way to do it? Or is it because Stadia has yet to give us a way, or to give those publishers a way to bring the mods in? I don't have an answer for that. But your question asking whether or not we should have mods on Stadia. I absolutely would love to have mods on Stadia because it extends the game. And I gotta say, and I know there's a lot of people who are going to disagree with me here because Elder Scrolls is all about that compass. I really love the minimap mod on PC for Elder Scrolls Online, because using that minimap for me, as somebody who played World of Warcraft for an exceedingly long time, the minimap is so much better than the compass is. So I would love to see that kind of thing happen in the future. But you know what? Here's my question to all of you, and you can leave your comment in the description or in the comment section down below. What games, if you could have mods on Stadia, which games would you want most to have mods for Google Stadia? For me, it would be Elder Scrolls Online. That's the game that I would want mods most on Stadia. Let me know in the description which mods you want the most, and we'll talk more about this in the future. I really can't wait for some developers to actually bring us modifications. All right, let's see what chat has to say. So let's see. People are talking about NFL. Fett says, would like to have a map editor for Division 2 and add my own town. That's interesting. The only problem with that is, like, that's extra stuff that the end user would have to download. I think most mods on something like Stadia would be limited to user interface stuff. I could be wrong, but user interface stuff is probably what would happen there. Kat Oakman says Cyberpunk 2077. Kat Merce says Cyberpunk and ESO. Kat Oakman says Hitman. What kind of mod would you want for Hitman? Like a UI mod or like a mission creator? I'm curious about that. A mission creator would actually be pretty cool. Happy Cloud Gamer, I want to see the option to not have to use my OBS Studio, but the easy streaming direct from Stadia, and have an option to add a webcam and chat. Oh, I completely understand that. Yeah. If DLC works, then mods should work. Stability. Oh, you know what, Oliver, that's a really good point. If DLC works, then mods should work. It all depends on how that stuff is stored. Like with DLC, they have a certain set of things that are stored, and then basically it's just a flag on your account on whether or not that is turned on. So the only issue is that all of that stuff is made by the developer or the publisher themselves, whereas mods come from the user base in general. So my guess is the only way that it would really work is the way that let me see who said that again. Ryan is the way that Ryan said, where they have like the mods workshop, and you can go into, like, you can submit your mod to the mod workshop and then have it approved by the publisher or the developer. And maybe it would also have to be approved by Stadia. And then if it's approved by both, then it gets stored someplace and you can flag that you want it. I was going to talk about this in the video, but I forgot to. I recently was using the Steam Workshop. I'm working on Lloyd and myself and a couple of our friends are going to be playing Edge of the Empire, and I'm using Tabletop Simulator on Steam in order to play this game with them. And it's awesome, but they have a built-in workshop on not workshop, they got a built-in table for Edge of the Empire, not built in, but it's through the workshop, and I went and I found it, and I thought that was really cool, which makes me really want Tabletop Simulator. I really would like Tabletop Simulator to come to Stadia, because then you could play a game like Edge of the Empire with anybody. They wouldn't have to have a computer that could run Tabletop Simulator. Kat Oakman says a randomizer mod, but a mission creator would be interesting too. Those are vanilla one already. Oh, okay. Fett says mission creator sounds great, like coding text adventures in ancient times on the Commodore 64. I had a Commodore 64, which I loved. There was this local guy who, like, there's a store, like a department store, and in the basement of the department store they had a bunch of other stores. And so if you went down in there, there was this guy who had a software store, and you could go in there, and if you brought a blank disc with you, and I didn't know any better at the time, but if you brought a blank disc with you, you could give him a couple of bucks and he would copy onto your disc whatever game that you wanted. So instead of buying the actual game, you would go down there and you would say, here's my blank disc. Can you give me a copy of, we'll say, Batman for the Commodore 64? Which now I know was bad, but I was a kid, so I didn't know any better. All right, let's move on to our second main topic for today. And our second main topic for today comes to us from Memento Ludi. They said multiplayer games on Stadia are great, and they come with some cool features like player equality, basically everybody having the same setup, stable connections inside the data center, and cheat protection. It's hard to cheat on a video stream. Google is pushing developers to add crossplay to their games, but basically that nullifies all of the benefits. I love crossplay, but is this the right choice? Is there another way? So Memento, thank you very much for the question, for the topic. I think that this is a really, really good topic, and I don't think that there's a right answer for this particular topic. Well, I think there is what's the best answer that we can get, but I don't know that that is the right answer. So before I get to my answer on this, let's talk about the pros and cons of both sides. The pros, which you definitely pointed out, of having the having it be in the cloud, are that people can't cheat, that everybody basically has the same connection, and really, if you have a bad connection, then you have pixel is artifacting. That's the right word. You have artifacting on your screen rather than having a bunch of lag, where rubber banding or people disappearing and appearing someplace else. Like, that's the kind of thing that you don't see on Stadia. You might see a bunch of artifacting because your connection isn't all that great, but basically you get to see what everybody else sees. And then, of course, it makes it really hard for people to cheat because there's no actual software on their computer. They're just watching a video of their own gameplay, which is really weird and meta in a way. So that's a huge advantage to cloud gaming. The disadvantage to cloud gaming right now, at this point in time, like in January of 2021, the disadvantage is that not a lot of people have signed on yet. So we have a pretty small user base on Google Stadia. And because we have such a small user base, when you're talking about multiplayer games, sometimes it can be difficult to find an actual multiplayer session. Like, I've heard, I haven't played this game myself because I'm really not that big of a sports fan, but I've seen a lot of people in our live chats talking about games like NBA 2K or NBA 2K21, where, well, I don't know about 2K21, but the basketball game that came out when Stadia first came out. I don't know if there's a new one since or not off the top of my head, but I saw a lot of people complaining that they couldn't find anybody to play with in playground mode, which I think is, they've got a bunch of courts and you can go and play against somebody, which is really, really cool, unless you can't find anybody to play with. The same can be said for like Grid. Before Grid was a pro game, I think it's Grid. Yeah, Grid, which is a sim racing game. Before Grid was a pro game, like, nobody was doing these huge 40 car races that people were really hoping for. Like, that was one of the huge advantages to playing Grid on Stadia, was that you could have 40 cars on the track at the same time. The other consoles couldn't handle that kind of thing. But it was hard to find 40 people all at once to play a race together. And look, as somebody who's played World of Warcraft back in vanilla, when the raids were 40 people, I can attest to you that even in a very highly populated game, it's tough to find 40 people who want to do something at the same time. That is, of course, unless it is the kind of thing like Fortnite, or like Battle Royales don't seem to have this problem because their populations are so big and they're free. But when you're talking about a game that's not free, on a platform that not a lot of people have adopted, it's difficult to amass a large enough group of people to make sure that you can always get a match whenever you want. So the huge disadvantage to cloud gaming, like I said, in January of 2021 and last year, of course, is the fact that you just don't have enough people to play with. So when a game launches, a lot of people say, well, if I want to play it on Stadia, then I'm not going to have anybody to play with. So I'm not going to play it on Stadia. And that's the self-fulfilling prophecy, basically. Like, it's circular logic. It's not going to be a good experience because there's not enough people on that platform. So I'm not going to play it on that platform, therefore making sure that it is a bad experience. So, you know, the solution is for them to make sure that we can play with people who are on other platforms. Now, that kind of takes away a lot of the great things that Memento Ludi was talking about. The fact that everybody has a similar connection, the fact that everybody's on the same hardware and experiencing the game the same way, basically leveling the playing field so that nobody really has an advantage over anybody else. And for that to get taken away, I think is a bad thing. But does the pros of having people to play with outweigh the cons? And I'm not sure. It's really tough to say. You look at a game that has a very large player base. Oh, here's an example. Elder Scrolls Online has a huge player base on PC, which is pretty amazing because that game's launch was a really kind of a dumpster fire, and ZeniMax was able to turn everything around and make it really awesome. They've got a really large player base on PC. I've played the game on PS4. Player base is really small. It takes a long time to get them to, like, if you want to do a dungeon, it takes a really long time to get a dungeon on PS4 when you're comparing it to the PC. The huge bonus on Stadia is that we are cross-platform with PC for Elder Scrolls Online. So if I launch that game and I queue up for a dungeon, I can get in pretty quick because I have a large pool of players to play with. So right now, I think the best way to go about it, and for a game, for an MMO where there's only like one set of servers, you really don't have this as an option. I think crossplay is the only way to go. But when you're talking about any other kind of game, cross-platform right now is a good solution. If you also give people the option to say, you know what, I don't want cross-play. Don't match me with anybody else. Just match me with Stadia people. I think that that's also acceptable. As you move forward, I think that the downsides of gaming in the cloud and not as many, like all of those things that I talked about where less people are using it, I think all of those downsides will start to melt away. But I still want to have crossplay. You know, I spent the last console generation railing against Sony for getting in the way of of crossplay. And I'm not talking about crossplay between the PlayStation and PC, because I know that they were okay with that, but they were not okay with crossplay between PlayStation and other consoles. And so I don't want Stadia to, or any other cloud gaming platform like Luna. I don't want anybody to go down that route of saying, well, we're an island and you can only play with people who are on our island. So I think the best solution, in my opinion, is to have crossplay, but give players the chance to opt out of crossplay. Like don't have it be opt-in. You're automatically opted into crossplay. But if you really only want to play with people who are on Stadia, you can click a box and get rid of it. This is a really good topic for conversation, and I'm curious what everybody watching this thinks. So leave a message and let me know, what do you think? Should Stadia be an island to itself, or is crossplay the way to go, even though it takes away a lot of the advantages that Stadia has? Let me know right down below. All right, let's see what everybody has to say. First off, I want to say thank you to Phil B for becoming a member. I appreciate that, Phil. Thank you very much. Happy Cloud Gamer says, Bill, I want Stadia to make an exclusive open world co-op RPG. X-Files? Are you saying X-Files like Mulder and Scully? That's interesting. If Google allows Stadia support on Google TV, will that bring in more customers? I don't think that will bring in more customers. The number of people who have one of these things right now, there's not a lot of people that have these. So I don't think that this is going to cause a whole bunch of people to start using Stadia. However, by the time Stadia is available on this thing, I think that, the number of people who have the Google TV in their houses is going to increase. And I would say in 2 or 3 years, there will be a lot of people who start playing Stadia because they saw it on Chromecast, on Google TV. Let's see. Goblin Lord says that entirely depends on any specific cheat is working. There are many types of cheating, and some operate locally via altering running memory, come after communication. Oh, yeah, I understand. Sometimes people can cheat if they're running locally because they can intercept what's happening, what the game is seeing, and change what the game expects. So a good example would be there's a huge cheating problem on Splatoon 2, where a lot of people can, because the game is because all of the save data is local to your Nintendo Switch, people can alter what the gun does. Like, they go into the files and they change what the gun does, and it never runs out of ammo or things like that. And so that kind of thing is still a problem. Cheating would be a concern with crossplay, Goblin Lord says. I do agree with that. Darren Pogue says players who cheat in online play should be banned. I 100% agree with that. Yes, you should have your account locked off. Sorry. Because you're ruining other people's experience. Happy Cloud Gamer, Bill, will we see Disney do cloud gaming? I'm not sure. I think that crossplay I think crossplay is necessary, I think is what you're saying. Given my experience so far, it's such a difference between ESO and Destiny. Yeah, I agree with that. Right now, it absolutely is. At some point, Stadia Game Studios is going to make a game that will only work on Stadia due to back-end AI. Yeah, that's cloud native, and I very much look forward to that. But that's, like, when I talk about crossplay, I'm talking about third-party stuff. I don't expect Halo to be a cross-play game, because we're not going to have Halo on the PlayStation or Stadia or Nintendo Switch. It's only going to be on Microsoft stuff because they own it. Chromecast with Google TV is only available in Canada, the UK, Ireland, France, Germany, Italy, Spain, and Australia, and the US. Yeah, but that's going to expand. It's not going to stay like that forever. All right. I'm very curious what people are going to say about whether or not we should have crossplay. I hope cloud gaming service only crossplay to cloud gaming service. I don't understand that sentence, Happy Cloud Gamer. I hope cloud gaming service only crossplay to... Oh! Okay. I don't hope for that. I want everybody to be able to play with everybody else. Although my biggest problem with crossplay kind of melts away when you're talking about a cloud service. Excuse me. Because if you're, I don't have to buy a box in order to play on that service. Like if I want to play on Luna, if I ever get an invite, I can just play on it. If I want to play on Stadia, I just use it. I don't have to make a purchase in order to join my friends. Willem says they're talking about crossplay on Destiny 2 in 2021. Yeah. They've been talking about that for a long time. I hope that it comes sooner rather than later. But I've seen a ton of cheaters in Destiny 2 on the PvP stuff. I think one thing that would kind of get rid of a lot of the cheating is to just basically say, if we catch you cheating, your account is completely banned. So you're done. And sure, you can make another account, but all of the games that you bought are gone. And I know that there's people that don't like that idea, but don't cheat. Sean says crossplay is great, but cross progression is even better for me. Currently playing Valhalla on PC and Stadia. It's been nice doing that with ESO since June. Yeah, I do agree. Cross progression needs to be a thing on every game. If I buy the game twice, let me move my save around. All right. Let's hit our third main topic for today. And our third main topic for today comes to us from Logan T. They write, have you played the demo for Monster Hunter Rise? I heard you talk about Monster Hunter games in the past, so I was excited to try it. I was able to kill the monsters, but I was so confused. I feel like the game needs a better tutorial than just throwing you into the deep end and hoping you can swim. I don't know if I'm going to buy it now. What are your thoughts? Well, thank you very much, Logan T, for the question. So here's my thoughts on it. I have played the demo. I haven't played very much of it. I've killed a couple monsters. I guess you can do like 30 quests. There's only 4 quests for you to do. And one of those is a tutorial, and actually 2 of those are a tutorial. One is like a regular tutorial, the other is a wyvern, I don't know how to say it, riding tutorial. And then the other 2 quests are kill quests, where you got to go out and hunt down a monster. And the Monster Hunter has always had a bad onboarding experience. You know, I talked about it on StadiaCast last week. I talked about the poor onboarding experience for F120. I think it's 2021 or maybe it's 2020. I can't remember. The new F1 game on Stadia. It has a really bad onboarding experience where the first option that you pick makes you build a team and like select team colors and all of this other stuff. And the actual tutorial, like the actual racing, was kind of hidden a little bit. And I wanted to just jump right in and race. And I didn't like that onboarding experience. And Monster Hunter has always had a really, really bad experience, especially with their demos. But even playing their games, I usually had to go to YouTube and find guides for how to play the game the best way. Now, I've played Monster Hunter, what the hell is it? Monster Hunter World on my PS4. I played Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate on the Switch, so I'm familiar with the Monster Hunter series. And they're still having trouble with the onboarding experience, in my opinion. I started up the demo for Monster Hunter Rise a couple of days ago, and when I started it up, the first option is to go hunt a monster. The third option is the tutorial. I don't understand this. You would think that option number one would be the tutorial. Go through the tutorial, come back, and then we'll hunt the thing. But that's not the way that they presented it. So I was under the exact same impression as you. Like, I hit the button without looking at all four options, thinking the top option is the one that I should do. And I was confused about stuff. I was like they've got these zipline bugs that you can use. And I was like, I don't understand how this works. I was having trouble with the UI. The UI for the Monster Hunter series has always been kind of opaque to me. And I was very confused about what I was playing. So I ended up killing the monster because I still had a little experience with Monster Hunter. And I shut the game off. And the next day I came back and sat down and I was like, I'm going to try again. And that's when I noticed that the tutorial was there. And the tutorial is pretty good. You know, like it talks you through how to like slide down hills and how to use the zipline bug and how to mount on like your pets and stuff. It talks you through all of that stuff and why you would want to make sure that you pick up this bug because it increases your stamina or something. And it takes you through all of these things, which is really, really great. And then you feel a little bit more prepared. And I feel like as far as Monster Hunter games go, this one, Monster Hunter Rise, has the best tutorial. They just didn't push you into the tutorial when you first started. And I don't know if that's what the demo, or if the actual finished game will be like, or if that's just the way that the demo is. Who knows? You know, there's still time for them to change it. I don't think the game comes out until March. However, I would like them to put in tutorials for each weapon. There's, I don't know, like 15 weapons in the game. There's like the charge blade and the sword and shield and the insect glaive and the barred horn and the giant hammer and the great sword and the long sword and the short sword. Like, you got all of these different weapons, and every one has its own benefits and detractors, and they all have their own combos that you have to learn. And because of that, I feel like it can be really overwhelming and push people away from the game itself. And it would be really nice if you could get into the game and say, all right, I want to learn how to use, well, I guess we'll say the barred horn. Okay, so I want to learn how this weapon works without having to go to YouTube and look it up on there. I will say, if you want a good guide as to how to play the Monster Hunter games, check out Gaijin Hunter on YouTube. He gives really, really great tutorials. But all of that stuff should be built into the game. And Capcom is doing the same thing that they always seem to do with the Monster Hunter series. And they're saying, look, it's on you. You figure it out. And I know that there's a lot of hand-holding in games these days, and people don't want that. But give me the option to say, I want a tutorial on how to use the insect glaive, because I don't understand it. Now, when you're playing the game, you can hit the plus button and I think like 4 pages over on the menu system, you can look at all of your combos and stuff, which is helpful. It's really, really helpful. But the game doesn't pause when you do that, which is very, very frustrating. So, like, I can be like, all right, I'm trying to learn my combos and stuff, and I'm fighting a monster. What was the button combo to do an upward slash with the long sword? I can't remember. Pause, bring it up. Oh, no, in the middle of looking in the menu, this monster just smacked me in the face. So that doesn't work too well. So I do understand the frustration that people would have. My suggestion is that the Monster Hunter games are really, really fun, and I would watch some streams of it. I would watch Gaijin Hunter, and if it looks like something that you might really enjoy, then check it out because it's really fun. But Capcom has fallen into the same trap that they always do, where they drop the ball on the tutorial. And I think that that's something that a lot of publishers run into, where they make a really good game and they don't teach you how to play it. Or they teach you how to play it, but they do such a bad job at teaching you how to play it that like they front load too much information at once, and you're like, I can't remember all of this. So it's really tough to find that good balance between just enough information is trickling out for the player to pick up all of the mechanics of the game. And it's definitely an issue that I think a lot of developers struggle with. But Capcom in the Monster Hunter series has so much, so many different mechanics in it that it's just way too overwhelming. Sam Gaming in chat is saying that I heard Monster Hunter is coming to Stadia. It wouldn't surprise me at all if Monster Hunter comes to Stadia. We had Monster Hunter World on PS4 and PC as well, and it's a really good game. And they, like last year, they had an expansion for it. And Monster Hunter Rise, I believe, is a Switch exclusive, but I think it's just a timed exclusive. So it might also come to other platforms, but it would not surprise me at all if Monster Hunter World ended up coming to Stadia. And if that happens, I will absolutely pick it up again. Because right now, currently, my PS4 Pro is not hooked up. I have my Shield TV hooked up instead, and I just hadn't played my PS4 in ages, so I unhooked it and set it on the shelf over there for now. If I need it, I'll hook it back up. But that means I can't play Monster Hunter World. And I would love to be able to play Monster Hunter World on Stadia. And, you know, it's the kind of game that you definitely want to play online with other people. And when you're playing on Stadia, of course, there's tons of, well, not tons of people. What am I trying to say? You're always online with Stadia. So therefore, you would be online and probably playing with other people. It's a really, really fun game. Another game that I would like to see come to Stadia that is related to Monster Hunter is Dauntless. Dauntless is a really fun Monster Hunter clone, and I would really, really enjoy playing that one on Stadia as well. I was playing it recently on GeForce Now, and I would prefer to play it on Stadia because it's a more simple thing to do. Anyway, thank you very much for the question. My question is to all of you, have you played the demo for Monster Hunter Rise, and did it convince you to play the game, to pick up the game, or are you going to take a pass on it based on your experience with the demo? Let me know in the comment section down below. All right, let's see what everybody said. Michael Mooney sent in a super chat, which I will get to in a minute. I want to see what people are talking about with the Monster Hunter stuff, because his is specifically about Stadia. So Phil B said I must admit it took me a while to get into Monster Hunter. Damn Fine Gaming said Monster Hunter has always had issues with tutorials. It's a great deep game that sucks for beginners every time. I completely agree with this. They also said I had to watch YouTube vids in order to understand the game, and I played Monster Hunter for the first time a while back. Oh, Damn Fine Gaming says Dauntless game would be a great. Dauntless would be a great free to play game. I agree. Drixum says Dauntless is made by Epic, so I doubt it will come to Stadia. I think that the Epic games will eventually make their way to Stadia. Like they said, the user base isn't big enough yet. Well, Google's done a lot to expand that user base. Cyberpunk helped expand that user base a lot. And then we also had the user base expand by them opening it up to more countries. So I think that once the user base is there and it can really grow exponentially, Epic Games will bring their games to Stadia because, for no other reason, it means that they have more potential customers. Happy Cloud Gamer, last time I played Monster Hunter was 3DS. I played one of the demos on 3DS. I despised it. Mostly because you didn't have a right stick. Astro Josh says, I would love Warframe on Stadia. So I played Warframe when it first came out. It was a disaster. I've heard nothing but good things about that, though. But when it first came out, it was real bad. All right, let's look at this super chat that came in from Michael Mooney. Michael, thank you very much for supporting the channel. He sent in a super chat at 1356. Thank you for supporting at that level. He says, once Stadia is available, hits all newish TVs around the world, we have both cross-play, multi-platform, and fully optimized Stadia-only games that can have features upgraded over time without limits. I'm struggling to understand what you're saying here. Once Stadia is available and is on TVs all around the world, we have both cross-play, multi-platform, and fully optimized Stadia-only games that can have features upgraded over time without limits. My guess is that Michael is trying to squeeze, for some reason with Super Chats, like there's a set amount of characters that you can use depending on how much you're paying. And I'm guessing that Michael is trying to squeeze an idea that's bigger into a character limit that's smaller, kind of like trying to squeeze something down into a tweet. And I'm just struggling to understand how that brings multi-platform, because multi-platform means that I'm playing with people who are on other stuff that's not Stadia. But maybe I'm misunderstanding what you're saying. I'm sorry, Michael. It's just a little confusing to me. Sam Gaming says that Warframe got very, very good. Or got very good. Yeah, our mega mod, Kodiak Moonwolf, he adores, absolutely adores Warframe. And so he's always talking about that game. Cedric, yeah, we talked about mods at the very beginning of the show. Damn Fine Gaming says, I think he's saying that when it comes to TVs, there will already be great content and features there for people. I mean, yeah, but that doesn't have anything to do with cross-platform. Because you can already play Stadia on any TV as long as you have a Chromecast. Phil B says, I really enjoy Monster Hunter. It just takes time to get into it. I 100% agree with that. But they would definitely increase their player base by a lot if they had a way in the game for you to learn the best combos. Sam Gaming says, I want Apex, Fortnite, Warzone, Overwatch on Stadia. I want all of those on Stadia. I won't play Fortnite, but I'll play Apex. I love Apex. Apex is like one of my I think Apex is my favorite battle royale is Tetris 99. Apex is one of my favorite battle royale games. I would love to play that. I'm kind of done with Overwatch, but when Overwatch 2 comes out, I'm going to be playing it. And I would prefer to play it on Stadia. I think most games are coming to all platforms too expensive to let out on money. Malcolm, maybe I'm ignorant, but I tried playing Destiny for the first time ever yesterday as well, but the free version is just a black screen and unplayable. Do I need to purchase the expansions? No, you can play Destiny without purchasing the expansions. I'm not sure why it's a black screen for you. That's weird. You have hope for Overwatch 2? I hope for Overwatch 2 and Diablo 4. Like, I really want those to come to Stadia, as well as World of Warcraft. Games like World of Warcraft, they belong on Stadia. You're online already. Do other games work for you, Malcolm? Try Super Bomberman R. That's also another free game, and see if that works. Happy Cloud Gamer says, if Nintendo had a cloud gaming service like Stadia, well, if it was like Stadia, but Nintendo, they're bad at it. They're bad at online. I don't want them to try online. I want them to hire somebody else to do online for them. Other games work. I'm going to try it now. That's so weird that you just get a black screen on that. I would contact customer support. Next service should be EA Access. You think they will come as a separate service? I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't. Wait, what do you mean a separate service? You mean like EA Access doing their own streaming? I mean, I'm sure that they will. They always try and do their own thing. EA does. I'm not a huge EA fan. But just because they do their own doesn't mean that they... I mean, you know what? Let them do their own. If they do their own, then if I can buy an EA game and play it in the browser, how is that different than it coming to Stadia? I really don't care. Now, then I won't be... well, here's the one difference. I won't be able to play it on my TV probably. So I would still want it to come to Stadia, because then I'd be able to play it on my TV with my Chromecast Ultra and my controller. But if they want to do it on Stadia and do their own service, then I don't care. Oh, EA Access coming to Stadia like Ubisoft Connect. I don't see why it wouldn't. I know that they're partnered with Microsoft, but I don't think that that's an exclusive thing. Sam Gaming says, nice Wasabi controller. Thank you. My mother got me this for Christmas. Isn't it awesome? I love the colors. The colors of the Wasabi controller are absolutely fantastic. You're playing a lot of Red Dead 2 and Immortals? Damn Fine Gaming says, unrelated question, but do you think ray tracing will be locked to pro users only? I'm worried that it might be the case. I don't know. I can understand them doing that, but here's what I would really like. If they do, let's imagine for a second that they do that. This is a good topic. Let's imagine for a second that they do that. What I would like is for 4K to move out of Pro and then just have ray tracing as part of Pro. But what I would really like is for all of the graphical fidelity stuff to move out of Pro and just have Pro be the subscription where you get the games. See you later, Happy. Philip Weiss says, Stadia Blades version 2 when? Well, I think that the idea that there are version 2 blades, I think, is probably incorrect. Not that there haven't been, not that they won't upgrade them, but my understanding is that they're pretty modular, and they've already done some upgrades to stuff, and they're going to continue to upgrade stuff. And recently, in that interview with The Escapist, John Justice specifically said, "We're not telling you guys about stuff. We're just going to upgrade things in the background. We're done tipping our hand, because every time we do, it bites us in the rear." Oh, Charles, I haven't tried Baldur's Gate multiplayer. I've heard nothing but good things. Like, it's really cool the way that the turns work. I did watch, he was playing on PC on Twitch. He plays Darth Maul on the Star Wars Rebels and Clone Wars cartoons. Sam Witwer is his name. He has a Twitch channel, and he was playing Baldur's Gate because he's a big D&D guy. He was playing Baldur's Gate with his friends on there, and I was watching, and I love the way that the turn system works. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 is a really good game, even if it is early access. What's everybody's favorite games that you guys are playing right now? I'm curious. Right now, for me, I'm still playing a whole lot of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, even though I finished the story. I'm just having so much fun with that game. None of the pro games for Stadia this week or this month really got my attention. I tried El Hijo. I'm going to talk about it on the show tomorrow a little bit. I think it's okay. Well, okay. It's a good game. I'm stuck, which happens all of the time, and I get frustrated when I get stuck, and then I just quit. You play Cyberpunk 2077 daily, but you prefer Destiny 2 New Light. I do love Destiny 2. I haven't been playing any Destiny because I don't want to get sucked back in. Same thing with Elder Scrolls Online. Spectre really likes Cyberpunk and Red Dead 2. Philip says Farming Sim. I could not get my head around Farming Sim. It just seemed boring to me. But if you're having fun with it, then there you go. Chand says Hitman 2. Oliver is stuck in Cyberpunk 2077. Hairless Chimp says, is it a mistake? Currently, I have no games on sale. I know they had a great Christmas Andrew sale. Christmas Andrew? I don't know what that means. But new users jumping on now will be seeing mostly older games at RRP and be put off. Assassin's Creed Odyssey at $59.99. I don't know. Do the other platforms have games on sale right now? Oh, Christmas. Wait, Star Holiday. I don't understand. I guess I'm confused by what, like, your sentence, but I get the overall idea. I don't think Stadia decides what games go on sale. I think that's up to publishers. But what Stadia could do is make sure that their games are on sale, like their first party stuff, like well, that's really second party, but you get what I'm saying, like Orcs Must Die 3, the games that are published by Stadia, those should be on sale right now. Jeff Carrier says, Bill, how do you find quality of Stadia YouTube stream video? Well, it's 1080p. It's limited to 1080p, which I don't understand because they're already sending out a 4K video version. Why aren't they just duplicating that for YouTube? Maybe there's a technical reason why. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But I feel like the quality looks really good. I do wish it was 4K, but the quality looks really good. The audio quality is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Even when I did a stream, like it wasn't, nobody got to see the stream because I was a non-public stream. I did a stream using this microphone and it kept cutting out for some reason. I was like, what is the problem here? I can't figure it out. I was even whacking the microphone to make sure that that's the audio that was coming through. It was very confusing to me, and I don't understand it. Why the audio quality is so bad, even when I'm using a very fancy, expensive microphone like this one. So I do hope that they get that figured out. Oh, is your predictive text? Yeah, autocorrect is terrible. I completely understand when people, I mean, most people who are, I'm curious, you guys that are watching right now, who's watching on a PC? Who's watching on a phone? Like, what are you guys using to watch right now? Let me know. And then after you type that, don't forget to hit the like button because it will really help out. You know, a lot of people are watching stuff on their phone and then they go to type and the autocorrect just ruins everything. Let me find a different album. All right, so mobile, tablet, phone, Mac, PC, Apple TV, Linux PC, phone, laptop, MacBook Pro, TV, phone, trying to cook dinner at the same time, multitasking, Roku TV. I do think that Stadia needs to get on Roku's ASAP. Nest View Max. Oh, that's cool. Cedric, Bill, what Stadia game for 2021 are you looking forward to? I don't know. Chorus. I think Chorus looks cool. I like the idea of a space combat kind of game. I was always a sucker for those when I was younger. A lot of the ones that you can play these days are too simmy, and I'm not interested in the simmy part of it. I very much prefer more actiony stuff. My favorite space combat game of all time was X-Wing versus was TIE Fighter, and then of course there's X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, but I absolutely loved TIE Fighter. Played the hell out of that game when I was young. Riders Republic looks really good. I'm not even, it looks like an MMO of SSX Tricky, which I really like that. Called the Nest Hub Max. Oh, okay. The naming is confusing. You are correct about that. Far Cry 6. Oh, I forgot about that one. I've never played a Far Cry game. Don't be mad at me. I've never been interested in Far Cry. Even a little. Bet says they're watching on PC at the moment, but mostly on TV. It's funny. It's weird to think that there's people watching this on a TV, and like you're subjecting the other people in your house to my nonsense. It seems like a mean thing to do. You like Far Cry, but it's kind of repetitive. I mean, I like Apex, but it's repetitive. I like World of Warcraft, but it's repetitive. I mean, all games are pretty repetitive. Philip says, so did I miss out on the mods discussion? Yeah, that was at the very beginning. Do you think Outcasters will go to other platforms? I thought it was already confirmed to be coming to other platforms. Is that the one that's by Square Enix? Just like a shooter? Thought it was. I could be wrong. Oh, no, that's Splash Damage. Oh, Outcasters. What am I thinking? I was thinking of Outriders. There's too many names like that. Do I think Outcasters will come to other platforms? I don't think that they own Splash Damage, but they definitely they published the game, didn't they? I don't know if it'll come to other platforms. I hope that it does, because I want everybody to be able to play everything, and there's nothing that's inherently Stadia. Like, there's nothing cloud native about Outcasters, so there's no good reason to restrict it to only Stadia. I know that there's a lot of people who will disagree with me there, but I just want people to be able to play the game on their platform of choice. Hello from Ireland, Rory here. Can Stadia play on my Quest 2? I don't think so. I mean, maybe. But why? Just because you can? You'd still just be sitting at a desk. I mean, maybe you're just using it to have a bigger screen? Outcasters should be on the Switch and be cross-platform with Stadia. Outcasters should be on the Switch, on PlayStation, on Xbox, on PC, and should be cross-platform with Stadia with everything. Cowtown says, will you play Hitman 3 at launch? I don't know. Here's the reason why. I've played Hitman. Okay. I've played the tutorial for Hitman, and I really was impressed by it. But I also was not interested enough to go back to it. So I haven't played it again. And like, how much story is there that goes from Hitman 1 to Hitman 2, etc.? Like, is that the kind of thing where I'm going to be confused? Like, oh no, I don't remember what happened to I didn't get to see what happened to Agent 47 or whatever his name is. Unitrix, how's your day been? My day's been great. How about you? You've had a good day. I'm glad to hear it. All right, so here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to switch over and play a game. And let me just see what games we can play. I think I'll play Outcasters. Yeah, I think I'm going to play Outcasters. So let me edit this and change the... play Outcasters for a little bit. Yeah, I'll play with crowd play. Let me edit this. Save. Get it all. Let me get it all started up. And we'll go to game. There we go. And I'll bring that back up in just a second. I'm going to shut off the music, though. It didn't work. Leave. There we go. All right, let me grab my code. I don't know if that's dash is supposed to be there or not. And let's hit escape. Back to game. There we go. Okay, live stream. Use streaming software. I think that dash is supposed to be there. And we're going to hit done. All right, it seems like it's working. And crowd play is available. So you guys, if you don't see it already, you can hit refresh and you should be able to join up for crowd play now. All right. I missed the what are we playing section. I also bought Doom 2016 on holiday sale and was blown away with the lack of latency on the keyboard and mouse. Yeah, Doom 2016 is fantastic. There was no what are we playing section. This isn't the podcast. This is just me chatting with you guys. The podcast is tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. All right, well, I'll let you guys queue up. And while I'm letting you guys queue up, I'm going to play. So I'll play a match, and then you guys can get in the queue, and we'll play some more afterwards. You don't see a link? You may have to refresh Count-On, and you may have to turn off ad block. Now, I will say I have not played Outcasters in a bit. So I'm going to be real bad. No, I'll sit like this while we're waiting. Does anybody else see the link? I'm curious. Oh, okay, look at that. We have somebody in. So we do have some... Oh, no. 0 in queue. All right, I'll wait until somebody's in the queue. Yeah, it's below the chat box. You may have to refresh, and you may have to... Oh, if you're watching on a phone, you might not be able to. I don't think it's on mobile yet. All right, we got 3 out of 8. I was looking at the wrong button. Well, that's okay, Matthew. It doesn't matter. I'll queue us up when we get 4 out of 8, and then people can keep trying to join. Yeah, just switch to your Stadia account. Oh, okay there, Michael. Yeah, I do wish that I could join with my brand account. I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds to join, and I'm going to hit play all. What do you think Google will do as their next big push to increase the player base? I think just getting it on in more countries is the big thing that they can do. The thing is that you don't have to worry about increasing the player base quickly, because over time the player base is going to grow, and you don't have to there is no end date for Stadia. Like, it's just going to keep going. It's not like you have 7 years for the PS5 to succeed or fail. Stadia keeps going past that because it's just Stadia. It's instead of next gen, it's forever gen. And because of that, the player base will just continue to grow. Whereas PlayStation, Microsoft, every time that they launch a new console, they reset their player base. Well, that's the wrong button. They reset their player base. Their player base starts again at 0. Hairless Chimp there, thank you very much for the super sticker with the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Matthew, it's better to play on whatever you're more comfortable with. I feel like you have more control with the mouse and keyboard, but I also don't like WASD for top-down stuff. Oh yeah, I also have crowd choice on, so you guys can choose which you can vote. I either get push, sprint, wall, or claw. Looks like people are voting for push. All right, so this is the bank mode. You want to pick up as many coins as you can and then deliver them to the bank. And I got busy attacking that guy instead of doing what I need to do with the bank. This guy's after me. Okay, good. I got away. Okay, he's out of there. Get in the bank. Get in the bank. Get in the bank. I'm depositing my coins. Okay, get out of here. Full Metal's coming after me. Oh, he got me. I forgot how to use my ability. Space. Okay. Okay, the bank is over here. I've got no coins, so I'm just going to work on defending. Oh, I got him. Full Metal's coming after me. Oh. All right. I've got no damn coins. Let me get some coins. Yeah, I hate WASD because it hurts my elbow so much. All right, get out of here. Oh, coins, coins, coins. Let's get these coins. All right. Well, where's the bank? No bank yet. The speedy one is... I'm going to stick with that. All right. I see the bank. Guy's chasing me. Damn. They're making a comeback big time. I need coins. I need coins. I'll take this splitter though. Get that, get that. We won, no thanks to me. This is a really good game. Nice. So look at that. We got a full set of crowd play. That's awesome. What I should do is keep like a couple of thumbnails made ahead of time that are handy. Yeah, that's just the way the game is. I don't think it was ready to be released. It's a little laggy, without a doubt. So is Pac-Man, but it's not like a stream lag. It's like the game is laggy. Felt like the progression was a bit flat, though. Yeah, I don't really care about the progression because, sure, I can go through and unlock stuff, but I was the kind of guy that would wear like a default skin in Fortnite. All right. Ooh, okay. Here we go. I don't remember seeing that before. What did I get? Nobody voted. Okay, let's get this. Oh. Got him. Oh, I need that. I need that. Thank you. Oh boy. Nice, I got 4. Oh, I fell off. Oh, but he fell off too. Nice. Yes. Oh, sorry, Dave. All right, we've got 1 in queue. I think what happens is we play through 3 games and then we switch to the next thing, so people in the queue will be in the game. I don't know why it says matchmaking. We're a full group, you know? Yeah, it's easy to put things down when it's like story based. You can just hit pause. Just so everybody knows, we got about 30 minutes left in the stream, and then I'm gonna call it. But if you want to be here for tomorrow, where we record StadiaCast, make sure that you hang out here, or you hit that subscribe button. All right, team battle. I was adjusting my chair. All right, so they're giving me the claw, it looks like. Oh! Oh, I'm surrounded. I am surrounded. I was completely surrounded. Looks like Peter Parker has customers. Grab that. Nice. Oh, I just took one right in the face. Somebody's up here. Somebody's up here. Oh, I got him. Didn't kill him, though. Oh, PopCap is killing me. Oh, he eliminated me. Damn. See, I got 6 hits, but no kills. All right, let's find somebody. Where are they? They're killing us, though. 9-2. They're swarming me. Damn. We got wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. Oh, look at this. I got a set of stickers. Hit opposing shots with the split power up 6 times. Okay. You got a trial on the Nerd Nest with ESO. Have fun, guys. See you later, Sean. Have fun, man. A little low. I don't want to mess with it. Dave is still helping customers right now. Although, look at he did hit somebody. I will say this. Tomorrow, after the show, Lloyd, myself, and a couple of our friends are playing Edge of the Empire. I love this game, and I can't wait to play it tomorrow. Customers are the worst. I know. Yeah, so Dave, do you own a shop, or are you just a terrible employee? Playing video games instead of working. All right, team battle again. Here we go. Okay. I'm hoping for push. Push would be nice. You own your own store? So you own it and you're a terrible employee. Okay, I got Pierce. Ooh, I got him. We got that split. Where's the other orange guys? Hopcap's over there. Oh, there we go. Got him? Oh, it looks like Windhammer's not there. I'll still shoot him though. I need that heart. Get that? Oh no, we don't need that heart. So far, the only kills I have are people who were AFK. That's never fun. Oh, gotcha, Mimic. Oh, look at that. That was from downtown. And he was going after Peter Parker. Curve around and hit that. Woo! Need that heart. Oh my god. Oh, okay, I need that heart bad. I'm out. You're a terrible employee. Yeah, I am streaming at 30 frames per second because this was an open mic and then I decided to start playing. I didn't even realize. I forgot about that. Thanks for letting me know. I wasn't planning on playing anything. I can't change it once I start streaming. Oh, it's a 7-Eleven. Oh, it's like a convenience store. Okay. Like a gas station? I think I'll do one more match because I'm actually really hungry. I think I'm going to go. So this will be our last match. Oh, corner shop. Okay. Yeah, in the U.S., 7-Elevens are mostly gas stations. News agents off license. I'm not sure what that means. Like a newspaper shop where you would go and pick up newspapers and magazines and stuff? Do you have like really good internet or are you doing it from mobile? Like a hotspot? All right, this is my last match, everybody. I'm actually really hungry. Oh, good. We got money. Oh, get to the bank, dummy. All right. Oh! Oh my god, way too many bad guys here. Wait, what? Oh, I thought that I had lag. I don't have lag, I have teleport as an ability. I was so confused just then. All right, let's get some coins. Oh, I'm dead again. I don't know how the teleport ability works. It's just a zip. Okay. 'Cause when I used it... Boy, I almost walked right off the edge. Damn. Orange team is going to win. We're not doing well. Okay, the bank is open. Let's get over there. It's about to be open. Or maybe it just closed. Oh. Nice! Oh my god, look at all the money. Alright, let's get to the... Come on! No! Come on, control it. Keep depositing. I didn't make it there in time, but it's okay. I got 10 coins. They're 38 to our 17. I got to get on the other side over here. Can I teleport? Almost. Oh, I got completely swarmed. You get over there. Keep it contested so they can't deposit. Keep depositing. Oh, man. All right. Those were good games, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I will see you guys next time. You guys are awesome. So thank you very much. Bye, everyone.